I can't believe it. I was literally about to go home and I've got the biggest fish in my lake in my net. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. I've just finished my work for the day and we've got a couple of hours to make it happen. In the back of the van, I've got the new Citruz barley, and on this short video, we're going to be finding out how good this bait really is. Obviously, the main feature on this video is indeed going to be the new Citruz barleys. Citruz has been around for a lot of years. It's been available in white and pink. However, the new Citruz barleys, if I just get a few out the packet, you can see there, they're sort of like a creamy colour, sort of like a beigey brown colour. And yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable and confident using bait back colour on the bottom. So yeah, in the mix I'm going to be adding the 12mm Citruz into the bucket. Behind there as well, I've also got some 15mm. I'm just sort of going to be crumbing them up in my finger, splitting them in half, just to sort of keep the carp guessing on the lake bed. So yeah, there them barleys there. And then to further add more attraction to the barleys, I'm going to be adding the spod syrup. Now, yeah, I've used this probably the most out of the barleys, the pellets, the liquids that we've been using, and the cloud and the attraction that this liquid gives off. Yeah, it is a hell of a lot. So I'm going to be adding a splash of that into the bucket. Also, to add sort of a bit of visual element into the mix, I'm going to be using good old cheap sweet corn from Tesco's. And to finish off the mix, I've got there a little jar of barley hemp, and this will just help with the crumbed up barleys, help keep the carp grubbing around in the swim. That's my theory anyway, so I'm going to whack it in a bucket, mix it up, and see if these carp are a little bit hungry. Right, so I'm just going to drop the first rig and I'm going to put it somewhere along this dam wall. That's where I'm fishing over there. Yeah, well, I've been setting up, there's been quite a few fish just sort of, not spooking, but you can see them colouring up the water and sort of fizzing up along this wall. So yeah, I'm going to go about halfway down. And yeah, I reckon I'm going to drop my rig somewhere around here. So yeah, on this first rod, all I'm putting out is a 12mm Citruz barley, literally straight out the bag. Down in front of this area it's quite clean. However, on the other rod I'm going to put a 15mm pink pop-up on. Right, that's the rig ready. So all I'm going to do is literally just flick it out down here like so, put that to one side, grab some of the bait that I made at the van, put a couple of scoops of that over, and I reckon that'll be perfect. Right, so I've put the first rod out and I've already had a liner, so I'm sure there's plenty of fish down there munching on the citrus, so I'm quickly gonna get the second rod out. Now on the first rod, all I've done was I took a 12mm barley straight out the bag just to match what I'm feeding. However, I mean, I might not be saying a lot, and that's because it feels to be in a snag. There we go. There we have it, the first fish of the session. Yeah, I'd literally put one rod out. I was just getting the second rod ready to put out, and the first rod was ripped off with a very lively common, but it just shows that new Citruz barley, the carp absolutely love it, and as soon as you chuck it in the lake, it isn't long until they're there having a little bit of a feed. You might be able to catch one just as quick as I have there. So yeah, once you go back, so I'm going to put it back, get the rods back out, try and catch a couple more before it's time to go home. Well, I've just went and got that rig rebaited, and yeah, like I said, it was literally on a barley straight out of the bag. However, one thing which I forgot to mention when I dropped it the first time was just to give the hook bait a little bit more attraction. All I decided to do was dip it in the citrus syrup. So that's what I'm going to do again, because it obviously worked. So just dip it in there, and all that's going to do is just make that barley just that little bit more attractive. So what I was going to say before I was interrupted with that carp is on one rod I've decided to put a barley straight out the bag. However, on the other rod I'm going to be fishing a 15mm pink citrus popper, but all I've done there as I've just sort of trimmed off the edges with the scissors. To be honest, there isn't really a reason why I've done that, it's just sort of a confidence thing, it's something which I've always done in the past. So yeah, I've critically balanced that with a bit of split shot on my favourite blowback rig. Now obviously I'm down here for a quick sort of after work session if you like, so I don't have much time. So what I decided to do was, before I got down to the lake, was just tie up a few rigs so I could get fishing straight away. And yeah, the great thing about the blowback rig is I can fish a bottom bait, I can fish a wafter, or in this instance, I can fish a pop-up. So yeah, I've dropped that first rod back up the dam. However, with this rod, I'm going to be fishing it in the near margin in front of the duck platform. It's quite snaggy and the bottom's sort of up and down. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm going to be putting a pop-up on that rod. Lost it. Well, I'm putting the final rod out and I've decided I'm going to put it off this wooden platform. The main reason is where I've been fishing it is really snaggy and I've actually lost two now, which isn't ideal. And I want to end this short session with a fish. So yeah, deja vu, blowback rig, 12mm citrus straight out the bag. Just check the hook sharp. Yeah, I'm just going to drop it off this platform. Well yeah, I moved that rod off that wooden platform after losing a couple of fish due to snags. And yeah, I'm glad that I did. And I'm glad that I brought my head torch because we're hooked into one final carp to end the trip. And to be honest, just putting up a decent fight. Whoa. It's not doing a lot. Oh my god. Is that big common? I'm not even joking, I think I've got the big one. Well, there's a common in here, which is a lot bigger than all the others. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's what I'm playing. Oh my god. I think it is as well. I think I've got the big one. It is. Oh my god, it is. It is. It's the big one. It's the big one. It's the big one. Is it? Yes! Oh my god. It's the big one. Is it? It's the big one. It's the biggest fish in the lake. Yes! Oh my god. I can't believe it. I was literally about to go home. I moved that rod and I've got the biggest fish in the lake in the net. Oh my god. And there we have it. I really didn't expect to be saying this, but there we have it. The biggest carp in the lake. It just goes to show, if you've got a few hours free, yeah, grab yourself a bag of citrus and you can have results just like this. This is actually a new personal best Cumbrian common for myself. I obviously do a lot of fishing down south and abroad, but to be honest, this right here probably means just as much as a 40 pounder down south, and I'm absolutely buzzing. Yeah, this was actually caught as well on the 12mm citrus straight out the bag. It wasn't a pop-up, it wasn't a wafter, straight out the bag with that little mix that I made at the back of the van earlier. There we go, a couple of bites and the big one to end the session. Get in. The big common. Bosh.